sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Sun Bowl, home field for the UTEP Miners. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, squaring off with another team from Conference USA, the UTEP Miners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Miners will put toe to leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Hilltoppers offense will start this game off. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah. Lots of room to run. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll give it to him again. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, WKU.
Touchdown, Western.
The coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So UTEP's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards, and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 40. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Guys, let's talk for just a minute about UTEP. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. Three-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. And the Miners will hustle to the line. Looking to throw again. Clears the pressure. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Offense in an empty set. They'll start this drive going to the air. Working that wide receiver screen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. And the Hilltoppers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
The inside handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Hilltoppers will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively?
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
The Miners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Safe little shovel pass. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Miners want to move quickly. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there. And it's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown, Western Kentucky. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Florida is down right now inside the swamp, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Gainesville today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tulane. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Working that left side now. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. The Miners will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Give to the running back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Calls his own number. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Miners want to pick up the tempo. The run from the shotgun. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Miners come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Got his man on the right. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
Man, I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 20. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's... They take care of the ball. Wide receiver going in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll run the option. They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Let's see what they've got on second down. Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on second down. Got his man quickly. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Hilltoppers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
To the air on 1st down. Got his man downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The Hilltoppers are rolling down the field.
221 wing. 221 wing. Ready.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Handoff from the gun. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. And the Hilltoppers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here.
22 water.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Gets it out fast. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hilltoppers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they've converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Out of the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Miners in the hurry up. Wants to go up top. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pulls it in. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. The Miners really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll go to the air. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to take off. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Miners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The give on the inside. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Timeout, Western Kentucky.
The Miners will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to take a shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Miners line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking to throw for it. He's going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Miners will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy hand.
Gashing the D on the right. Past the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Toppers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good half of football in a great town like El Paso. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And the Miners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. Oh, it's a fumble. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum.
Come on, set.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Got the first down and still on his feet. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, this secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
Gets the back moving. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Makes the grab. Turning it on. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Motion from the wide receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Huff. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Hilltoppers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's third and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash at 45 yards out. just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Cajun Field, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to James Madison. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Running back searching for a hole. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. The Miners moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll go right back to it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Makes the grab. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Sweet cut there. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. The Miners are on the move.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
On the run, it's Gore. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. I know they put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He wants to change this route. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. All down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Power football with the run. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Miners want to crank the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We've come to the break. It's Western Kentucky holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's going to run it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. The Miners send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing 3 picks in a game. Motion from the back. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's McCray. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Hilltoppers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. They just keep firing. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Got enough space. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming.
Convoy! Convoy! Ready, go!
On the option. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable.
Oh, he's got some space. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. And the Miners racing to the line in a hurry-up.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The Miners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play-action fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Here comes the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
And the Miners can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. You like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Miners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He breaks the tackle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The offense is threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Trying to find the end zone. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Runs through the tackle. Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop, and that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
Back has it. Oh, he's got a chance. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. Look out, he's got room. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Goes to the option. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. The 50. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, WKU. And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
How do you not love offenses that get creative and find ways to get their guys the football? His 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. Nice job running the option. Of course, he's the pitchman. We know he has good hands, but how about being a running back after the pitch, punching it in for 6?
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Rutgers is just getting blown off the field right now there in Jersey, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 22 to Penn State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup in the 25.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Got his man. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you. And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People were fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of the season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the